There we go.
Okay, there's one remote for the garage doors.
Okay.
The garage door on the right-hand side is number 1, and the one on the left-hand side is number 3.
Cool.
But you've got to push it, you've got to be quite close to the door.
Okay.
And sometimes when your car is running, it doesn't want to work. You've got to switch the car off and then push the button. So you see, just prove that it works.
Yeah.
And stop. You've got to drip your finger in there a bit.
Cool.
If it doesn't work with the remote, there's a hand button.
Cool.
Okay, which you can just push in, stop it, and that's it, the remote fit. So that's this guy.
Okay.
And there's only one.
Yes.
This box, there was a generator here. So I've taken the generator out. If you want to reconnect the generator, you can. I've just put a piece of fiberglass tape in there to keep the hole closed. And then your inverter system is set up on solar power in the day,
Yes.
utility in the evening, and then if all else fails, it goes onto the batteries.
Cool.
All right? So it's set up like that, and that's so at the moment we're on battery power. If you look at these little hexagons here, it shows you that the solar's online. It's connecting via the battery system, and it's supplying the loads, and you're getting power from this side as well.
Cool.
So it's all feeding via the solar system. If you obviously overload, if you go too high in the day, then it's going to draw some power from the utility, and if there's no utility, then it's going to want to take it from the batteries. It's not enough power on the system to drive the oven, obviously. If you want to use the oven, you need to switch over to Eskom.
No, that's normal. Yeah.
This is the PV box. If you want to isolate the solar panels, you pull these fuses out. So you've got to obviously kill the power and then pull the fuses out.
Okay.
If you want to work on the battery, but I would suggest if you're not electrically inclined, don't work on it, get somebody that's qualified.
Yeah.
DC battery system. If you want to switch the batteries off and disconnect it from the inverter, you switch it off and then you open the isolator. This is the 220 volt from the utility that feeds into the inverter, which you use to charge your batteries if there's not enough solar.
Yeah.
Okay?
Cool.
So that's all set up, they don't have to touch it. There's a light here, obviously, that strobe light there, there's the switch for it. Same thing here. I left some of the bamboo floorboards in the roof.
Okay.
So if they ever have any issues with the floors. And there's some tiles here. I had some spares. I just left it for them.
Cool.
There's a couple for the shower. There's one for the bathroom upstairs. And then there's tiles. There's also a lot of these tiles I left for them in the cladding for the outside decks and the braai and all that. I've left that stuff in there for them.
Cool.
So if they have any shit that they can at least replace it, because I don't know where you'll be able to get these tiles again.
Yeah, probably not.
So there's a sensor there.
Okay.
That is the whole beam for here.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got this one that protects this area and this area.
Okay.
Then there's one in the kitchen.
Yes.
There's one on the patio, and then all the rest of the sensors are inside. I did speak to the technician because this one's batteries are pretty low.
Okay.
So it's just a case of popping that thing off. It's all wireless.
Okay.
It's got 4 of those little CR123 batteries. Then there's other 123 or 1234. Can't remember.
Okay.
But they just need some batteries. The siren as well needs a battery, and then there's a remote control panel on the bed at the bedroom. So if they go sleep at night, they can set everything from up there.
Okay.
You can do it from your phone as well. On the app, there's a little thing there that you can use to switch the alarm on and off. But there is a fob as well. So if you want to arm, disarm, panic, night, and I've set it up that when you're asleep upstairs, if you put it on night, you can walk around upstairs, but anything downstairs, anything outside, if you trip any of those beams, it sets the alarm off. Yeah?
Sounds good.
Cool. Okay, we come in here.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my... Well, actually, let's just do everything else outside first.
Okay.
I just want to show you the pool in.
Okay.
Okay, the gas. They're going to have to get their own bottle.
Yeah.
There's a fire bottle at the garage.
Okay.
It's pretty straightforward. Oh, I need to show you the geyser inside as well.
I see.
Valve open, everything is set up in there. There's batteries underneath. It's 2 of those big, like, shotgun looking type batteries that you power up. If it doesn't fire, It's generally the batteries that are causing shit, but
Okay.
there's fairly new batteries in there, so it shouldn't give any trouble.
Okay.
When you put a new gas bottle in, you open the hot water, close it. Open it, let it run, close it, and eventually it'll get that, because the line over here will fill up with...
Yeah, it takes one to fill up with gas.
a
Yeah.
little bit of gas.
Yeah.
If you want to go onto the geyser for whatever reason, let's say this thing bombs out and now you're over a weekend and there's no other way and you baby's screaming and you need hot water, you can change over to the geyser inside.
Okay.
You shut those two valves there,
Yeah.
and then you've got to open up in here.
In the garage.
Yeah, I'll show you where. Oh, that's just the light. You open that valve, but you close the valves outside.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you switch this on, and then it's on a timer. I've already set the timer
So it's only on for a few hours.
so that it only runs a certain, couple of hours a day, and then switches off to save power. But I mean, this is like a last resort, so I wouldn't
Yes.
use it if you don't really have to. But at least it's there. I had the plumbers come and put Armorflex on and sort it all out, so that's everything's been plumbing tested. I'll also show you apparently the stopcock outside was in the wrong place, so part of the plumbing cert, so they had to change it. So they put it used to be under those stones in the front,
Yes.
but they had to reroute it here. So they put a new
see.
stopcock in there.
Over here.
Yeah.
So this is the water stopcock.
If you want to isolate the water from your home, then you do it here, but I always do it on the X side.
Okay.
And when I leave here today, I'm going to actually shut it in that box
Where is it?
in here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
So then we just come and switch it on over
yeah,
here.
there's a valve in there. That valve there.
Okay.
You just close that valve.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. So at the moment it's open, but when I duck, I'd rather keep it closed, and then there's no risk of any water
Flooding or anything.
Well, if anything bursts on your side, then it's just going to run and you're going to get billed for it. So I normally, when I go offshore, I shut everything.
Yeah.
There's 2 spare batteries in there.
Okay.
They're still good.
Yeah.
They're not brand new, but if you have any shit with the batteries, then you've got something to change it with. Batteries are reasonably good. That's my last load.
Yeah.
And let's just go check this pool thing out.
Okay.
Show you what's going on here.
That shouldn't be too complicated.
No, there's just a couple of little otherwise things here. Okay, so the water system, that system sucks from the tank and obviously into the house. But according to the plumber, you need to have an RPZ valve which stops the water from going back into the. And I said, well, if the stopcock is closed, it can't go. And he says, well, that's the law. It's got to have this valve. So they've just blanked it. So we're on council water. I said to Paige, with a young child, it's probably best to use council water.
Yeah.
I use that to shower with, and I don't have any issues with it. But maybe with a young kid, not such a good idea. But if you do want to go onto the system, you just put this thing back. You take that out, and you put this piece of pipe back in. You just take the blanks out.
Yeah.
There's a valve. Obviously, you would isolate the water in the road.
Yeah. Before you do that.
Before you do that,
Yeah.
and then there's another valve on where that geyser is in the garage.
Yeah.
There's another tap valve there.
Yes.
Not the one that feeds the washing machine. The other one that's just sitting loose there. The other one on the side, it's like the spindle is horizontal. You close that, and then it'll stop the water running from the geyser to here. Okay. And then you would close the valve on this pressure tank. So there's a valve underneath there, a little ball cock that you close. At the moment, it's off.
Yeah.
I owe them a bulb. I will organise it for them.
What's a
because
bulb?
The bulb for the UV sterilizer.
Oh, I see.
So when I come and fetch my paint, I will sort out the bulb for them and check, because it's a bit of a knack to know what to do here.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But I've changed it so many times, I know exactly what to do. So I'll buy them a bulb and I'll come and do it for them.
Okay.
So it's basically just a backup system. This is the sight glass for the water tank. When it's open, you can see where the water is.
I see.
At the moment, it's closed.
Yeah.
Because when it gets water in it, what I do is I check the level and then you drain it out.
Yeah, if it gets
Pull
too
this
full.
plug out. No, because you don't want to have algae in the tube.
Yeah,
So when it gets all green, you can't see
I
shit.
see.
So anyway, that's the level system. And the pipe runs underneath here. Over the years, it's kind of eroded away. But the line goes up through there. And that one tees into that pipe, and then it comes into there. Right? So, so when you want to run the borehole pumps just switch it on here.
Yeah.
But sometimes this valve gets cuck in it, and then it doesn't want to suck, so you've got to prime it. So you're going to make that this little dump tank is always full, which it is. It's full.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it gets water from the rain, and you can fill it with the borehole pump. So what I normally do is I run it down like every 6 months. I pump the water out, and then you open. This is from your well point.
Yeah.
So you open from the well point, and then you open there, so that the water from the tank is going into, and you just prime it using this tank.
I see.
Yeah. And then you put this. There's a piece of pipe here. This one, you can use it to connect there to there, like that. And then it'll fill this. You can use it to fill the tank, and you can recirculate. You can do all sorts of things with the system.
Okay.
So if they've got any questions about how this thing works, they're more than welcome to give me a shout. I put this, did all this piping myself. So,
Okay.
so this thing was a bit of a Heath Robinson because I ran out of piping, and I had planned to do another line, and I never got to it. The pool pump is as per normal. You've got to. You just pull this thing off,
Yeah.
and there's your panel there.
Yeah.
At the moment it's on auto. This little, you can actually take this thing out, but there's a little auto thing here.
Okay.
At the moment it's running on automatic.
Yeah.
So it'll start and it'll run for about half an hour a day. And it's more than enough to keep this water clean.
Okay.
So that's where that is. That is the light switch.
Yeah.
That one. And then behind this, I just put a packet here. There's a little transformer,
Okay.
right? See, there's a transformer there.
Yes.
Now, if you plug this transformer in here, it'll run that LED tube that is underneath that. You see that water thing there? So if I open that,
Yes. Underwater feature. Yeah.
okay, so that thing underneath it, there's a strip of lights.
Yes.
Okay, and to run that, you put that transformer in.
Yes.
I'll just put a packet there just to keep it dry.
Okay.
But that's where that light thing is.
Okay.
Backwash, turn it in the clockwise.
Yes.
I'm sure they know how to do
Yeah.
that.
That's the usual.
And then this valve here is for that. You can see there that it's got some shit in that thing. So I take a Stanley knife blade
Yeah.
and I just put it in there and I just work it out.
Good.
Because sometimes when you backwash, the filter's not very fine. So
Yeah.
you get little things coming through and then they get stuck in that thing. So you just stand there with a standing knife blade, you put it into the slit and you just clean it out.
Yeah. Cool.
So at the moment it's running on, I had the fitting that goes onto the pool cleaner is not so good anymore, but it still works. There's a spare pool gobbler thingy in the garage I left for them.
Cool.
And that's all. There's a beam thingy here to protect these windows.
Okay.
So the security act must come and just set all the security stuff up. The windy thing for the
blinds.
blinds is in the house.
Okay.
I hung it up in that little hockey thingy in that attic thing. There is a whole lot of shit in here that I still need to take up. Paige said it's okay, I can come and sort it out when I get back. I've run out of time.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to stop the video now and then we do another one for inside.
Okay.